Hey everyone, today I'm going to speculate about what Nintendo is going to do for Zelda's upcoming birthday, the Big 3-5. So I made a list of what I think and hope Nintendo will do to celebrate the 35th anniversary of The Legend of Zelda. But before we get into that, I wanted to let everyone know that in the celebration of Zelda's 35th anniversary, I'm doing a giveaway for our subscribers. So if you're interested in getting some cool prizes, like this, make sure you stick around till the end of the video for more details. And don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss any new Zelda content. I got some upcoming theory videos and another retrospective in the works, so hit that subscribe button and let's get into it. 2020 was a rough year for everyone. At the beginning of the year, I was so sure we were getting the sequel to Breath of the Wild, or at least a teaser or something. But unfortunately, there were some issues in the world that may have complicated things. Or maybe everything's right on schedule. But Zelda's 35th anniversary is here, and even though nothing's been officially confirmed by Nintendo, man, I'm excited. Coming off of Mario's 35th anniversary, there's no way Nintendo doesn't give us something special in celebration of one of their most legendary game series. I know there's been a lot of speculation already, so sorry if there's any overlap, but here are my predictions. Last year, Nintendo's biggest surprise for the Mario anniversary was the release of Super Mario 3D All-Stars, a collection of 3 of the most popular 3D Mario games in one on the Switch. So there's been a lot of speculation that Nintendo will emulate that and give Zelda a 3D collection of its own. I think the most likely titles in this case would be Ocarina of Time, Wind Waker, and Twilight Princess. I honestly don't see them putting Majora's Mask in there, which to me would be a bummer, because Majora's Mask is one of my favorite Zeldas, even more than any of those titles I just mentioned. But being realistic, Majora's Mask is a little more diversive, and I think Nintendo would rather put the most iconic titles from 3 different consoles. I mean, you never know. Maybe they'd throw Majora's Mask in there, but I doubt it. Ocarina of Time is the most iconic out of the 2, and they already have HD versions of Wind Waker and Twilight Princess on the Wii U. Which brings me to number 4. Even if we don't get a 3D Zelda bundle, I think sometime this year Wind Waker HD and Twilight Princess HD will be brought over to the Switch. It may even be more likely, because they could charge $60 for each title, and you know we would still buy it. See, the HD remakes were released on the Wii U, which was an underperforming system, so a lot of people still haven't played the HD remakes. And since they are already existing versions that only exist on an underperforming console, it seems it would be an easy move to port them over to the Wii U, to the Switch. And who wouldn't love to play either of those games on the Switch? Which brings me to another possibility. A lot of people have been wanting a remake of Skyward Sword, and coincidentally, it's also the 10-year anniversary of Skyward Sword. A lot of Zelda fans missed out on Skyward Sword or barely played it because they didn't own a Wii U. And a Skyward Sword HD with updated controls for the Switch would be amazing. So that seems like a pretty fair possibility too. Maybe Nintendo would give us the 3D collection in addition to Skyward Sword. That would be pretty cool. But the fans have been wanting a remake of Skyward Sword for a while, and what a perfect way to celebrate the 35th anniversary of Zelda by celebrating Skyward Sword's 10th anniversary with an HD remake. Now, Nintendo pretty consistently remakes some of their older titles and updates the gameplay and graphics, like they did with Link's Awakening a few years ago. So there's a little speculation that we might get a Switch remake of a classic 2D title. I've heard hopes for all of them, from the 2 NES titles to Minish Cap. If Nintendo did this, my hopes would be for the Oracle games. Man, I would love a new version of the Oracle games on the Switch, souped up like Link's Awakening. Those are some of my favorite 2D titles that I think are very underrated, and I think they should get a chance to shine. And I'm sure we will get some limited time free online Zelda-like game, similar to Mario 35. Maybe we'll also get a new Historia or Encyclopedia-like book with the updated lore and timelines, like on the 25th anniversary. I'm just kidding. Well, we may get something like that along with whatever else Nintendo wants to do. But the real number one is... I think the big reveal is going to be the sequel to Breath of the Wild, coming out at the end of the year. And how appropriate to release it this year on the 35th anniversary. And if you think about it, it's been in development for a while now. And they are using the same engines as Breath of the Wild, and apparently even the same map, which gives them a big step forward in terms of development time and how long it takes to make a game like Breath of the Wild. At the very least, I think we'll get another teaser and a release date. On the 25th anniversary, we got Skyward Sword, so it only makes sense that we will get a new Zelda title. Yes, I want those remakes, and I hope we get it all. But I'd rather have a brand new Zelda title. I honestly love all the speculation, but I don't think it's realistic for Nintendo to do all of that. And a lot of it just seems like a slam dunk. I honestly don't know what they're going to do, but I'm excited to see what it is. Now about this giveaway. I'm giving away a copy of the Creating a Champion book when we hit 500 subs, and a Switch Lite with the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild Switch travel case at 1,000 subs. This giveaway is for our subscribers, so make sure you hit that subscribe button. How it works is, when the channel reaches 500 subs, a random comment will be picked, so make sure you leave a comment on every video so you have a better chance of winning. And since we are a fairly small and new channel, your chances are very high, so make sure you watch out for new videos and like and comment so you have a good chance. The details will be in the description. But what do you think Nintendo will do for the 35th anniversary? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss any new Zelda content like this. See you later.